Hey everybody, I'm just glad to be on board with you today to share something that has just been a life changer for me. And of course, when you have something good going, you just want to share it with the people that you love. And so I hope it does for you what it has done for me. I call it my powerful Proverbs promise. I have to say it carefully because it's kind of a tongue twister, but that is what God gave me to call it, is a powerful Proverbs promise. And it's found in Proverbs 16:3. You know, sometimes, and a lot of times, we've all experienced that when life has become too complicated for us, too big for us. I remember the other day I was out, or last fall, I was out mowing the lawn, and the regular guy that came, he couldn't come that day, and so I thought, well, I can do this. I can do this. So I asked my neighbor to start my lawnmower for me, and he did, and I started mowing, but turning those corners. And I just stood there and tears were coming down my face, and I said, this is too big for me. And so, maybe you haven't cried at those times, but, life can become too big for us. Our problems too big, our circumstances too big, our decisions too big. It's not too big for God. And I'm going to share with you today a powerful Proverbs promise that is going to enhance your life beyond belief. Life can become too big for us in our relationships. We can have relationship problems, financial problems. We have career decisions to make, child raising decisions to make. And so we can call upon God, and He will be our counselor, and He will instruct us in the right way that we should go. What works for one person might not work for me, but God knows what will work for me. He has a very simple, straightforward solution to every situation in our lives. He wants to keep us moving forward into success. Let me read that Proverbs promise to you from the Amplified. Here's my Amplified Bible. Let me read that to you from the Amplified, because that's where the Lord showed me that. God amplified it with the Greek and Hebrew meanings so that people can understand it better. Roll your works upon the Lord. Commit and trust them wholly to Him, and He will cause your thoughts to become agreeable to His will, and so shall your plans be established and succeed. See, that day, that was my idea, to go out there and mow that lawn. That wasn't God's plan for me. He knew that was too big for me. He knew it was going to hurt my body to do that, to make those turns, to yank that lawnmower around. He had a better plan, but I was trying to push through my plan. How often do we do those sorts of things? So the phrase from that scripture, He will cause your thoughts to become agreeable to His will. That is amazing. That's what gripped me that day that I read that. I thought, you mean He's going to, if I turn this over to Him, He's going to change my thoughts to line up with what He wants? When I looked out at my lawn and said, I can do that, if I would have committed that project to God right there, I would have had a thought, call your neighbor, hire those kids down the block. So anyway, He's got a much better plan. So from that powerful Proverbs promise, He gave me this simple little prayer. Let me read it to you. Father, I give this situation to You. Cause me to think the way You think, so I know what to do. What if we took that simple, almost childlike prayer and prayed it in every situation that was too big for us? Every plan that we were about to carry out, every decision that we were about to make. Father, help me to think the way You think, so I know what to do. When we sincerely invite God into every situation of our lives, He is willing to come and infiltrate our thoughts with his direction according to his will. And then we know the rest of that promise says, then you will be established and you will succeed. When God's thoughts are infiltrated into ours, peace and order comes. I have watched it over and over in the last 8 to 10 years that I'll take something confusing, overwhelming, complicated, and I'll say, Father, help me to think the way you think. And all of a sudden, everything comes into order. And he saves me time, money, energy. He helps me divert things that don't work. And he brings me into success every time. And that's what I want to share with you. When that peace and order comes, I call it the awe of God. The awe of God. It's like a peace settles down on you. And that's when you can hear from God. How do you hear from God? There again, very simple. A thought will come to you and you go, oh, I didn't think that thought. That must be from God. If you're committed and you're in partnership with him, then he is giving us his thoughts. He's giving you his thoughts so that you can be successful in every area of your life. So he has a simple, straightforward solution. Wouldn't that be good? Not time-consuming. It doesn't rob you of your joy. It doesn't cause you to play the guessing game, try to figure it out, try to succeed and then fail. He's just saying, here, this is what I want you to do. So if you would like to have more of these videos like this, just subscribe down below, and I'm committed to share with you on a regular basis things that have worked for me. So just subscribe on I'm on the YouTube channel, and press the notifications so you don't miss any. They're just going to be short. You can listen to them on your way to work. You can listen to them when you're carpooling the kids. You can listen to them in your car. You can watch them in your bathroom while you're shaving or while you're putting on your makeup. It's just going to be something that's going to enhance your day. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and do the same. And all the information is listed down below. So God bless your day. Put your powerful Proverbs promise into practice. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.